Why is it that some people find it easier to talk about their bedroom secrets than their bank statements? Odd, isn't it? But that's the reality we're living in. Conversations about money, especially within relationships, are often seen as taboo. It's like a forbidden dance, one that many of us shy away from, avoiding the rhythm at all costs. Why? Because it's uncomfortable, it's intimate, and it's personal. However, money talks should not be a source of discomfort. In fact, they should be embraced as a necessary part of any healthy relationship. It's about transparency, trust, and mutual respect. Avoiding these discussions can lead to misunderstandings, resentment, or even financial instability. So let's challenge the norm. Let's break down the barriers that keep us from talking about our financial realities with our partners. Let's shatter the taboo and bring money talks into the light. It's time to break the silence, and today, we're giving you a step-by-step guide on how to do just that. Before diving into joint finances, one must first understand their own relationship with money. It's like preparing for a journey. You wouldn't set out without first knowing your starting point, would you? So, let's talk about self-awareness. It's not just about knowing how much money you have in your bank account. It's about understanding your personal money habits, your financial goals, and your spending styles. These aspects form an essential part of your financial personality, and they dictate how you interact with money on a daily basis. Think about your money habits. Are you a spender or a saver? Do you find comfort in buying new things? Or do you prefer to stash away every extra penny for a rainy day? There's no right or wrong answer here. It's simply about acknowledging your habits and understanding how they might impact your financial future. Now let's consider your financial goals. What are you saving for? A house, a car, retirement, your children's education? These goals are your financial compass. They guide your decisions and help you chart your financial course. It's essential to have clear, well-defined goals to keep you motivated and disciplined in your financial journey. Then there's your spending style. Are you a meticulous planner who budgets every dime? Or are you more of a spontaneous spender who indulges in impulsive purchases? Again, there's no better style. It's about understanding your tendencies and being mindful of their potential implications. Understanding your financial self also involves evaluating your financial health. Do you have debts? If so, how are you managing them? Are you investing your money wisely? Are you prepared for financial emergencies? These are all critical questions that you need to ask yourself. Remember, self-awareness is the first step towards financial empowerment. So, take time to reflect, evaluate, and understand your financial self. Use this knowledge as a tool to shape your financial future and make informed decisions. Once you understand your financial self, it's time to share that knowledge with your partner. Because when it comes to finances in a relationship, transparency and communication are key, and it all starts with knowing your financial self. So, how do you start the money talk without turning it into a money fight? Seems challenging, right? But it doesn't have to be. Let's break it down into manageable steps. First and foremost, it's important to choose the right time and place. Don't bring up the topic in the middle of a heated argument or when you're rushing out the door. Find a calm, comfortable, and neutral setting where both of you can focus on the discussion at hand. It could be during a quiet dinner at home or on a relaxed Sunday afternoon. Now, when initiating the conversation, remember to approach it with a spirit of partnership. Money talks can often feel like interrogations. Avoid this by using we statements rather than you statements. For example, say, we need to figure out our budget instead of, you need to stop spending so much. Next, honesty is key. Be open about your financial situation, your goals, and your worries. Share your financial history without shame or blame. This is not about pointing fingers or holding grudges. It's about understanding each other's financial perspectives and finding common ground. Also, it's important to listen. Really listen. Don't interrupt or rush to judgment. Let your partner express their thoughts and feelings. This shows respect and creates a safe space for open dialogue. And remember, it's okay to agree to disagree. You won't see eye to eye on everything, and that's perfectly normal. The goal is not to win an argument, but to understand each other better and make decisions that benefit both of you. Lastly, be patient. Changes don't happen overnight. It may take a few discussions to really understand each other's financial habits and goals, and that's okay. The most important thing is to keep the conversation going. Remember, it's not a one-time conversation. Keep the lines of communication open. The money talk is an ongoing dialogue that evolves as your relationship and financial situation change. So embrace it and watch your financial future together become stronger. Once the conversation starts, how do you navigate through it without hitting the rocks? Well, it's no secret that money talks can be as tricky as navigating treacherous waters. But with the right approach, you can sail smoothly and avoid the stormy seas of financial disagreements. Firstly, understanding that different people have different money management styles is important. Let's say one of you is a spender, while the other is a saver. Rather than seeing this as a point of contention, view it as an opportunity to balance each other out. The spender can bring a bit of fun and spontaneity into the relationship, while the saver can provide a sense of security and stability. By appreciating these differences and learning from each other, you can create a financial harmony that suits both parties. Now, let's talk respect. It's easy to let emotions run high when discussing money matters. But remember, respect is the cornerstone of any conversation. Avoid blaming or criticizing each other. Instead, focus on expressing your own feelings and concerns. Use sentences that start with "I feel" or "I think" instead of "you always" or "you never." This way, you create a safe space for open and honest communication, free from judgment and criticism. And then, there's compromise. Just like in any other aspect of a relationship, compromise is key when it comes to money talks. Let's say one of you wants to invest in a pricey gym membership, while the other thinks it's an unnecessary expense. Rather than arguing, find a middle ground. Perhaps the gym enthusiast could opt for a less expensive workout option, or the budget-conscious partner could agree to cut back on another expense to accommodate the gym membership. The idea is to find solutions that are fair and satisfying for both parties. Here's a pro tip. Regularly scheduled money talks can help keep the lines of communication open. This way, you can address any financial issues before they become major problems. And remember, it's okay to agree to disagree sometimes. As with any other aspect of a relationship, the key to successful money talks is mutual respect and compromise. With these strategies in mind, you're well equipped to navigate the money talk without hitting any rocks. To merge or not to merge, that is the question. Joint finances. It's a topic that can turn a romantic dinner into a heated debate. But don't worry, we're here to make it less daunting and a tad more digestible. Think of merging finances like a dance. It can be as graceful as a waltz or as chaotic as a freestyle, depending on how well you and your partner can move in sync. The pros: shared responsibility, transparency, and potentially better financial strength. You're in it together, after all. It could be about building a dream house, saving for a European vacation, or simply managing everyday expenses. Whatever the goal, two can often achieve it quicker and easier than one. But there's always a flip side. Just like a dance, if one person stumbles, both could fall. Merging finances also means sharing risks. If one person is reckless or hit by an unexpected financial crisis, it could impact both. This could lead to resentment, especially if one partner feels they are shouldering more of the burden. So, if you decide to take the plunge, how do you manage joint finances effectively? Here's a 3-step waltz for you. Firstly, maintain open communication. Money talks shouldn't be a one-time affair. Regular check-ins can help you stay on the same page and make adjustments as needed. Secondly, set mutual goals. Whether it's saving for a rainy day or planning for retirement, having shared financial goals can keep you both motivated and accountable. Lastly, consider maintaining some financial autonomy. A joint account for shared expenses, coupled with separate personal accounts for individual spending, can help maintain a sense of independence and avoid potential conflicts. Whether you choose to merge your finances or keep them separate, the important thing is to make that decision together. Remember, it's not just about the money, it's about trust, respect, and understanding your partner's financial habits. So take your time, discuss, and choose the best path for both of you. So let's recap what we've discussed today. We began by tackling the money taboo, understanding that it's not only okay, but essential to have open discussions about finances in a relationship. This is a vital step towards financial transparency and building trust. Next, we dove into the importance of knowing your financial self. Being aware of your spending habits, savings, and financial goals is key in establishing a solid financial foundation. We then transitioned into starting the money talk. It's not about pointing fingers or placing blame, but about having a constructive conversation that focuses on finding common ground and creating a shared vision for the future. We also covered how to navigate the money talk, suggesting strategies for keeping the conversation positive and productive and avoiding common pitfalls. Lastly, we discussed managing joint finances, exploring different approaches, and highlighting the importance of maintaining some level of financial independence. Remember, talking about money doesn't have to be a source of conflict. With openness, respect, and compromise, it can actually bring you closer together.